What's up, people of the internet? This is Arealliveginger, back with you to wish you all, well, say hello again. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. It's not since I think it was the 3-month anniversary or whatever video that I put up. So I figured, what the hell? It's Christmas time, so I might as well say hello to anybody who's decided to support me in my efforts to make a YouTube channel. So it's the day after Christmas when I'm recording this right now. It's 5:06, and I'm sitting here, and I just been trying to set things up so I could do this all day, but it's been a little bit of a busy day. So, but I finally got around to it. Like I think I said I would yesterday on Facebook and all that. But I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a happy holidays or whatever you like to do, getting together with family, having a good old time with all the people around you. I really hope you did. I got sick right before Christmas, so got a nasty cough. I haven't been able to record using my wonderful Christmas break time like I wanted to yet, because I've been coughing. I just haven't had any ability to do so because of the cough. Been really nasty, and at the moment I've kind of got a break from it. I've been taking a lot of stuff. I've been constantly attacking it, so hopefully it's gonna be gone by tomorrow morning. But it's still here. I can feel it right now. Probably gonna have to cough momentarily, but I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Mine was being sick. Hope yours was at least better than mine. We're up to 11 subscribers and nearly 300 views as of right now. I'm looking at my channel. It's 11 subscribers, 298 views. So I'd say that's a fucking achievement for me. Makes me really happy. I mean, last time I looked, I had 10. This morning I looked and I have 11. That's wonderful. That makes me so excited. Every time I get a new person, every time I get new thing, the numbers go up. It makes me so excited. Thank you, anyone who's helped me get to the point right now. All the people who anyone who talks about my channel, spreads it around, gets other people talks about it, shares it. Anyone who sits down and watches them. People who give feedback. I got a couple of buddies, I think, and they know who they are. Thank you for giving me the feedback that I need in order to make my channel better and make my videos more entertaining. I mean, we've come a long way from I've come a long way from my original commentary that was I mean, I look back at some of the original Legend of Zelda stuff that I did, and it's not nearly as fun commentary as what I'm doing now. I'm getting progressively better, and I want to keep getting better. So thank you to all the people who give me feedback. Thank you to all the people who take the time to sit down and watch my videos. And thank you to anybody who spreads the word and tries to help me out. You know, man, it's just thank you. It makes me so happy. All right, now down to the nitty-gritty. I've been looking at what I can actually do, because I wanted to devote this to this channel to classic gaming and things of that sort. And so I decided I wanted to define what classic gaming is to me. I wanted to define like what I can do and when I can do, like what time periods and things I can do, what kind of games I can do. Just so that there's an expectation out there and a known expectation of what I have the ability to do, and like there's a standard of what I have the ability to do, and it's known what kind of games I can play. So I did a little bit of research on technical gaming generations and categorizing, and I've tested all of my different emulators, because I have emulators for every single Nintendo console that's in existence except for the Wii U. Have PlayStation 2 emulators. There's no Xbox emulators out there, except for there's one that plays Halo. But I'm not exactly a Halo player, and that's not exactly classic gaming. So I decided, and using the different hardware capabilities that I have the ability to play anything from the 5th generation of consoles and before. Now, the fifth generation of consoles, what that means is the fifth generation is Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 1, the Atari Jaguar, the Sega Saturn, and the 3DO interactive multiplayer consoles. Those are the major consoles of the generation. The largest, of course, being the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 overtook everybody in this generation, though, by freaking miles. It sold like 100 million copies units of the PlayStation 1, whereas the Nintendo 64 only sold like 33 million or something like that. If you still don't know what that means and you have no childhood, then games that define the generation, the fifth generation anyway, we have things like Crash Bandicoot, Metal Gear Solid, Star Fox 64, Mario 64, basically all the Nintendo 64 games, all the PlayStation 1 games, and anything from those random, like the Sega Saturn or the Sega Genesis, I think is the thing before that. But I could probably emulate any Sega console. I don't know if Sega had a console in the 6th generation. I don't think it did. I have to look. But things, yeah, Half-Life for the computer. There's also PC games from that time as well. Let's see. Looking at I'm just scrolling through Wikipedia here and looking at the what it has here for the things the game series that define the fifth generation. You've got things like Baldur's Gate, which is one of the best Dungeons and Dragons experiences that ever existed. We have Diablo is that era. We've got Legend of Dragoon is that era. We've got Need for Speed, the original Need for Speed. The original Grand Theft Auto, Silent Hill, Spyro the Dragon, Super Smash Brothers, Half-Life, Unreal, the Unreal Tournament stuff, Twisted Metal, Dynasty Warriors, the old Dynasty Warriors, Dance Dance Revolution was super popular in this generation of gaming, Banjo Kazooie, yeah, those are the kind of things, and then that's fifth generation. I'm also looking at fourth generation, which is the 16-bit era, which is things like Duke Nukem, Doom, Clock Tower, the SNES games. You have arcade games like Metal Slug and Mortal Kombat in there. PC games like Prince of Persia, and there's games Worms and things like that. Then you get back into the 8-bit era, which is the third generation, which is a lot more interesting things, and things like Castlevania, Contra, Bomberman, the old Final Fantasies, Gauntlet, Ghosts and Goblins. A lot of great games. Kid Icarus, the original Metal Gear, Metroid. I definitely want to play some Metroid eventually. Super Mario Brothers. Then you get back into the second generation, which is almost completely arcade games, like the super old arcade games, like Asteroids, Mario, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and things like Wolfenstein for the PC. Those games. And then first generation is Pong. I think Pong is probably the only game that accurately defines the first generation of gaming. So that's like the game stuff that I can actually do at the moment. I cannot do 6th generation or 7th generation. We are currently in the 8th generation of games, which is the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the Wii U. 7th generation PS3, Xbox 360, Wii. And the 6th generation is the GameCube, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the Xbox. I cannot play those games because I don't have a capture card. I don't have an Xbox 360 system. I have a PlayStation 3, but I don't have a capture card. Capture cards are $200. If anyone wants to buy me one, that'd be nice, but I doubt anyone wants to fork over $200 and to get me a good capture card, because $50 Dazzle wouldn't cut it for the level of quality video that I want. And so I'm not going to be able to do actual consoles. I have to use emulators. And emulators are wonderful bits of technology. Basically, it's the entirety of the console that you download onto your computer. And you play it that way by plugging in a controller and then selecting the inputs and all that. And then you have the entire console on your machine, which is what I've been doing for the stuff. Oh, I forgot the handheld market. We have the handheld market for those generations. Fifth generation handheld stuff is the Sega Nomad, the Game Boy Pocket and Game Boy Color, the Virtual Boy, and the Neo Geo Pocket. Those are stuff from that era. The handhelds, the old handhelds, basically the Game Boy stuff. Nintendo DS starts to come out a little bit later, when little after the GameCube and the may even started coming out when the Wii came out. I don't know. I haven't kept up with modern systems. I'm still stuck in the old stuff, obviously. Some of you probably don't even know what things like the Neo Geo Pocket are and things like that. Well, those are old systems that died. Things like the Atari Jaguar, old systems that died, honestly. Like the Jaguar may have been released before I was born, but I know what it is, and I've played games from it. Things like the Saturn. I've played things off the Saturn before. These are the first game consoles that went to CD form. So, yeah, those are the kind of games that I'm open to playing, and I have the ability to play. What I'm actually looking at though is different, because I'm playing through. I'm gonna finish Legend of Dragoon. It's that simple. We're about a quarter of the way through Legend of Dragoon right now. We're getting towards the end of the first disc. I'll be releasing, when I release this video, I'll release the video while I'm editing. I'll release the last pre-recorded bit of Dragoon I have ready, and then over the weekend I'll be doing another recording session so that I have Dragoon ready. But I want to do another game on the side when we finish the first disc. And the game that's queued up right now, I have the original Spider-Man from the PlayStation 1 that I'm going to start releasing when we finish the first disc, which will not be too far in the future. Probably less than 5 episodes. So that's like a week, 2 weeks. Yeah. But after Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's going to play through incredibly quick. I already have like 6 or 7 episodes done, and I'm already at least halfway through the game. So Spider-Man's going to play through pretty quick. So what I'm looking at is games to play after Spider-Man. So first up we have Banjo Kazooie. Banjo Kazooie is a game from my childhood. I loved Banjo Kazooie when I was a kid. I played it over and over again. I love Banjo Kazooie. It's one of my favorite games, and I would love to play Banjo Kazooie for the channel. So that's one choice. Then we have we've got Crash Bandicoot, another game from my childhood. Wonderful game for the PlayStation 1. It's a great game, definitely worth playing. I would recommend anybody pick it up. Let's see. We've got Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1. It was an excellent game. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Really great game, really fun game. Definitely worth playing. I'd recommend it to anybody. Let's see. I did something with a fourth game. I'm trying to remember what it was. What did I do for a fourth game? Really, I could do just about anything for a fourth game. Fourth choice. I like Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time could be fun. I wanted to see if I could represent a little bit of the PC. So the PC games that I would probably be willing to immediately try and play would be, I want to try Prince of Persia, and I would like to try Duke Nukem. Probably Prince of Persia is a more likely of those. Duke Nukem is a little bit M for mature, if you know what I mean. Even maybe pixelated M for mature, but it's still M for mature. But Ocarina of Time, I love Ocarina of Time. I would love to put that on the list. Love to do a playthrough of that, if anybody wants to see that. So I think the 4 games that are up for grabs right now are Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Banjo Kazooie, and the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So those are the 4 games I'm putting up there for choice right now. Yes. So take your pick between those 4. Let me know in the comment section below, on Facebook, on Twitter, because I think I might have said this on my Facebook page, but probably not clearly enough or in a video or anything. I made a Twitter for the purposes of this channel. At Arealliveginger. I started putting it in the description of videos. So please follow me on Twitter. You'll if you frequent Twitter, and you'll find my stuff reaches there just as much as it does Facebook. And who knows, I might actually start using that like a Twitter. I haven't exactly gotten on board with things like Tumblr, and I don't know what other websites are out there. But I have never completely been on board with social networking, so I haven't exactly gotten on board with a Tumblr. But if you guys want me to make a Tumblr or some other social website and start putting things out over there, absolutely I will. So let me know there. But yeah, let me know which of these 4 games, it'd be Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Banjo Kazooie, and Ocarina of Time. Which of these 4 games do you want me to play after Spider-Man is done? So, yeah. So let me know that. I think I'm done with the technical mumbo-jumbo and the stuff. Once again, thank you all for supporting what I do, supporting my little creative outlet here. It really does. It helps me a lot. Any likes, favorites, anything you guys are willing to give me, it really does. It means the world, man. And I thank all of you. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I do hope you all have a happy frickin' New Year. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in, whatever part of the globe you're at, and I will see you, peoples of the internets, on another day. And bye-bye now.